What's all the excitement about? These are pretty girls, but we've all seen pretty girls before. And they're very good pictures. But we've all seen good pictures before. However, we haven't seen instant pictures with color like this before. So the excitement might have something to do with the fact that only minutes ago, this picture did not exist. It was just a possibility for a picture waiting in that camera. And that camera is a Kodak instant camera. Yes, the Kodak instant cameras and Kodak instant print film are here. And your ideas about instant pictures will probably never be the same. So maybe we better back up all the way and let you have a Kodak instant replay. The Kodak instant camera is easy to load. Just line up the matching colored stripes and the film pack slips right into the camera. Remove the film cover and you're ready to shoot. That's easy too. The Kodak instant camera's shape lends itself to a natural grip. The picture area is brightly framed. Precise focusing is made easy by a zooming circle distance finder. When taking pictures of people, you move the circle until it just fits around an adult's head. This puts the lens in sharp focus on that subject. That's it. The shutter is electronically controlled for correct exposure, outdoors or indoors with flip flash. You press the button and you've done your part. When you let up on the button, your print comes out. In a minute or so, an image begins to appear. In a few minutes more, the picture comes into being before your eyes. And what a picture it is! Clear, sharp, exceptional color, and with the Satin Luxe textured finish. And that's just the half of it. For the camera you've been looking at is the Kodak EK6 instant camera, one of two models Kodak is introducing. The lower-priced EK4 model has most of the same features, including the zooming circle distance finder. Both cameras also provide for familiar zone focusing, close-up, group, and scene, or distance focusing, which is scaled to both feet and meters. The principal difference is that after you've taken your picture with the EK4 model, you roll out the picture with a crank on the side of the camera. After that, things are exactly the same. The beginning of your picture in a minute, the essence of it a few minutes later, and of course the same exceptional color quality. More than that would be hard to come by. Both cameras use the same film pack, Kodak Instant Print Film, 10 exposures, exposure index 150. 2 versatile new cameras, 1 remarkable new print film. But most of all, we'd like to direct your attention to the pictures. They're really something else. Before there could be pictures, however, there had to be answers. A must list of requirements was drawn up, and the search for an answer got underway. Camera designers at the Kodak Apparatus Division experimented with a variety of mechanisms. From the start, their must list called for drop-in loading, automatic exposure, motor drive capability, double exposure protection, multiple flash, low cost, and, of course, simplicity with reliability. Quite an order. An instant print film meant a synthesis of skills accumulated over many years by the various manufacturing organizations within Kodak Park. As a film, It has to have exceptionally sensitive color emulsion, be relatively fast yet fine-grained, even with processing temperatures varying by as much as 40 degrees. As a print, it has to produce the clear, vivid, positive images that the public has come to expect from today's superior photographic papers. And as a film pack, the film units have to be provided in some kind of easy loading dispenser, like the cartridges developed for the Instamatic cameras. Then there's the chemistry. Kodak research laboratories in 3 countries worked on it. Here, the search was more a matter of narrowing down a world of possibilities. After a few months, the first basic answer was in. The commitment was made. There would be a massive research and development program. It would call for developing the camera and the film and the chemistry and building the facilities to make them all simultaneously. Nothing quite like this had ever been done at Kodak before. It couldn't succeed without something approaching perfect coordination among thousands of activities going on in plants and laboratories spread out over 4 countries. At the research labs of Eastman Chemicals Division in Kingsport, Tennessee, scientists found a class of dyes especially compatible with the new chemistry. As research in Rochester was moving in the same direction, an intense collaboration began on the development of specific magenta and cyan dyes to be produced at Tennessee Eastman. Meanwhile, the camera had to be designed around the film pack. A new concept for the film pack didn't exist yet, and the building and the machines for making it had to get started. The resolution came in the form of 2 blocks of wood. However the film pack ended up working, whatever format it took, it would have to match the dimensions of one or the other of these. So, good weather and bad, construction pushed ahead according to plan on a building to house machines that did not exist, to make film packs whose composition had not been determined, to go into cameras that had not been completely designed. All in all, it imposed some unique demands on the organization and on the imagination. At one time, for example, test pictures were shot experimentally on an exposing device nicknamed the Plywood Brownie. Eventually, primitive equipment gave way to a machine which simulated the proposed production equipment. And out of a hand-built prototype came the first Kodak instant prints taken with a Kodak instant camera. They didn't win any prizes, but they did open the way to the startup of the first full-scale production machine on its trial run. Naturally enough, some pictures got taken with the first pack off the production line. Again, no prize winners, but again, it didn't matter. Their significance was simply the fact that they existed. So on April 30th, 1974, at Kodak's annual meeting, President Walter Fallon was able to make this announcement.
The basic decisions have been made with respect to the physical and chemical configuration of Kodak's own self-developing color film, one that will emerge dry and litter-free from relatively inexpensive cameras. The configuration of the cameras themselves has also been decided. What we have accomplished thus far is considerable. What lies ahead is no less demanding.
What lay ahead, of course, was the demanding task of making Kodak instant cameras and film production ready. At Kodak Apparatus Division, production of the instant camera called for new departures in camera assembly. Housekeeping standards approach those for a clean room in the electronics industry. Bit by bit, the camera takes shape along a 600-foot assembly line. Every operation is important in its own way because of the interdependence of each with each. Most operators learn several jobs, in some cases training each other one-on-one. Probably the most critical of all is the setting of the exposure control, which will determine the quality of every picture taken by the camera. Each camera is individually adjusted for correct exposure. Quality control is built into every operation. And a statistical sampling of all production is pulled for a comprehensive laboratory audit. The instant cameras coming off the line are the product of advances at the leading edge of today's manufacturing technology. But if manufacture of the Kodak instant cameras required some new departures, assembly of instant print film packs posed many further challenges to Kodak's manufacturing capabilities. About the point where the production of regular photographic films and papers leaves off, the production of instant print film is just beginning. The plant that produces Kodak instant print film receives its supplies from dozens of other units within the company. Though all the components of the picture unit have been made to the most exacting specification, each has distinctive characteristics, its own fingerprints. Every inch of every roll is accounted for in a computer memory bank and followed through assembly each step of the way. After slitting, assembly rolls are collected in matched sets by a driverless mini cart sent by the computer. They are delivered to paired unwinders, each of which holds one feeding roll and one reserve. With their match-up certified by computer, the rolls begin to unwind simultaneously. From this point on, the process is an uninterrupted one, performed by a continuous motion assembly machine. Nerve center for each machine is a fully dedicated computer, which monitors every function. The combiner picks up the cartridge body assembly manufactured by Kodak Park's Plastic and Metal Products division. In go 10 picture units. On goes the cartridge cover assembly. Result, 1 film pack. Film packs ride a cushion of air, first to the storage and retrieval area, and from there to the packaging department. The package assembly machine consists entirely of commercially available equipment, but it's been put together to achieve a remarkable combination of speed and flexibility. 8 bundles to a case, counted out, packed, sorted, and coded automatically. 80 cases to a pallet. Elapsed time from the arrival of a film pack until it is in a case on a pallet, less than 2 minutes. But let's go back a bit. In order not to interrupt the continuous motion assembly, we have skipped over 2 vital functions that have been occurring all along the line: quality control and quality assurance. For example, sample picture units are pulled from production for a battery of checks. Among them, one on the automatic dual-axis measuring machine. It reads the accuracy of 50 points on a single picture unit. Another example, highly trained engineers and technicians use more than 250 different instruments, costing hundreds of thousands of dollars, to characterize how the product will perform from the user's point of view. Altogether, about 1/4 of the 2,000 people involved in planning and producing Kodak instant print film are actually engaged full-time in defining, maintaining, and testing quality. The result is proven Kodak products to be displayed with confidence wherever customers make the first inspections of their own. But before there can be customers, there has to be a way to introduce Kodak instant pictures to a wide audience. So, for advertising and sales promotion, there was also a must list drawn up.
To announce and establish Kodak instant camera and film?
It has to be bigger. The visuals have to have a brighter
You
look.
consider that others have been advertising
TV,
better than 20
we gotta be
Right.
fresher.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
really different.
important. That's
And
important.
this will be a very important piece.
Bigger, brighter, fresher, totally different for Kodak. These were the watchwords right from the beginning in developing the advertising and sales promotion program to announce Kodak instant cameras and Kodak instant print film.
That is, should the pictures be bigger? Well, I'd like to see everything brighter.
That could be an integrated image.
That's a pressure concept.
One color showing up.
Now I think that's definitely.
This is like a rainbow.
Great, really great color, much better than I imagined. How about those reds? Look at that coming up.
That's got the,
That's a great color. Hey, there you go. This quality, just fantastic.
As everybody got better acquainted with the products through using them, two outstanding points about them came into focus. First, more than any other consumer product that Kodak has ever introduced, these products lend themselves to a demonstration of cause and result.
We're going to try this again.
Demonstration at the retailer's counter. Demonstration in his window. Demonstration in airport terminals and train stations. Most of all, demonstration on TV. The second point was the result itself. Not just good, but exceptional color. And three words just seemed to go naturally together: color, quality, and Kodak. Brighter. Fresher. Different. Bigger. But it could be bigger still. It could be as big as all outdoors, captured in picture, sound, and music for 2 minutes of prime-time television.
You can feel it in the air. Something's coming. Something good. A brand new day for picture-taking people everywhere. Get ready for color. Your instant is here from Kodak.
Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day?
Introducing Kodak instant cameras and film. Takers of clean, dry pictures. Makers of sharp, colorful prints. Prints that grow from nothing to everything in minutes, right before your eyes.
Everybody look around, and there's a reason to rejoice, you see. Everybody come out, and let's dance to sing in joyfully. Hello, world, it's like a different way of living now.
Kodak instant cameras give you instant pictures that develop outside the camera to a beautiful textured satin lux finish. Imagine instant pictures with color by Kodak.
Super color Kodak! Lovely color Kodak! Brand new day.
Kodak instant cameras from less than $54 at your photo dealers this instant.